Good morning. The sun is shining. I can feel it on the back of my neck. This is my second attempt at this little video because, as always, reception let me down and I don't want to be interrupted. So it's a bank holiday weekend. Does that even mean anything anymore? And as always, on this day, I just wanted to jump on and pay my respects to my naughty little sister, because for those of you who don't know, 23 years ago today, Sarah passed. She was only 28. And this is a little tribute to her. I heard this little story, the medicine according to Cherokee legend, about 5 or 6 years ago, and I knew the first time that I heard it that this was actually the message that Sarah had been trying to share with me whilst she was battling with and living with her cancer. So I hope you enjoy it. For me, it's something I hold very, very dear to my heart. So the old ones say that at one time all of creation spoke the same language. The plants could communicate with the finned ones, the four-leggeds could speak with the trees, the stones could talk with the wind, and even the most dependent, most pitiful part of creation, the two-leggeds, or as we have come to call ourselves, the humans, could also speak with other parts of creation. All existed in harmony, the plants, the animals, and the elements of the four directions, all existence. All knew that if the two-leggeds were to survive, they would need help. The animals gave of themselves, willingly sacrificing so that the humans could have food. They knew that their skins were much better suited to survival than that of the humans, so they allowed their skins to be taken and used for clothing and shelter. The finned ones, the flyers and the crawlers also allowed themselves to be used by the humans to ensure their survival. The plant people, the standing people, the trees, and the stone people, the rocks, freely gave of themselves so that humans had what they needed for food, clothing, and shelter. An agreement was forged that the two-leggeds would ask permission for these gifts, give thanks for the sacrifice, and take no more than they needed, and so it was good. But then the two-leggeds started growing in numbers and began to feel themselves more important than the rest of creation. They began to believe that the web of life revolved around them, ignoring the fact that they were just one small part of the circle. The two-leggeds began to kill without asking for permission. They began to take more than they needed. They ceased to give thanks. All parts of the agreement were broken. The great animal councils banded together to determine what they should do to right these wrongs. They needed to protect themselves from destruction and eradication, and so it was decreed by the council, if one of their clan was killed by the two-legged and thanks was not given for the sacrifice, the chief animal spirit would afflict the disrespectful killer with a devastating disease. The plants were distressed and said to the animals, "They wrong us too. They dig us up, trample us, burn us out, and don't even listen when we try to tell them what we can do to help them. Yet we feel compassion for the two-leggeds. Man struggles to realise his place in the web of creation, and he cannot learn if he is wiped out by disease. Man needs our help. So for every disease you animals bring to them, we, the plant people, will give them a cure. All the two-leggeds have to do is listen when we talk to them." And that story has been in my heart for at least the last 5 or 6 years. And that's one of the reasons why, for me, I'm always sharing and telling that we should be getting out in nature and just getting still and quiet and listening to the plant people. So wherever you are today, you might just want to put on a little bit of your essential oils, your pure fume, and get quiet and tune in and see what the plants have to tell you. Or maybe on this beautiful day you're going to get out and walk in nature, and if you do so, please send a little loving prayer to my beautiful sister. I also wanted to share a card with you that I pulled last night, because on a Sunday evening I get quiet and I always ask, what do I need to take into the new week? And the card that I pulled was transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. And I thought I'd just share this little passage, particularly as we are about to come into a new month. We're moving towards a new season, and with all that's gone on in the world over the last few months, it may be time to step into our own transformations. So you may need to review your relationship with your body, perhaps even shifting your diet or exercise regime, or getting energetic healing support. You may also need to consider some kind of emotional support, as issues from your childhood may come up to be healed. Please remember that you are deeply loved. And at the moment, old childhood patterns are rising to be healed. As you allow yourself to observe them and feel them without attachment, they loosen their grip and fall away. You are being called to find new ways to self-soothe. So just remember, and this is a little mantra for you to take into the new month, I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. So please enjoy a gorgeous sunny day wherever you are. Get out in nature, get still, get quiet, and listen to what the plants have to tell you, because you may just find the answer that you're looking for. So, in loving memory of my naughty little sister, Princess Sarah, thank you so much for joining me this morning. This is something I do every year in tribute to her, and I wish you just the most amazing, wonderful day, and I'll see you all very, very, very soon. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day.